you been rapping?
Man, I've been rapping since like I wrote my first rap 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, I've been taking it serious probably since like after I graduated high school. I dropped my first tape, just like on some seeing how I sound and shit like that. I dropped my first tape. I want to say like my freshman year or sophomore year in college. I mean, high school. I'm tripping. I dropped out of college.
Right.
In high school, and I started taking it serious like right after I graduated. So I've been rapping for a good minute, man.
Right. Okay, so when did you get your first break? Because I remember I dropped a list of Houston artists, and a lot of people was like, I didn't even know nothing about you. Somebody tagged your name, and I went to go check you out. But it was like you were buzzing, but you weren't over that hump yet.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like you bubbling.
Yeah.
Where did you get that first break?
Damn, how long ago did I drop Lights, bro?
Last year.
A while ago. I dropped, no, see the tape came out at the end of last year. I had dropped the song Lights with the video off of that, I want to say like a year before that, so it's probably like 2 years ago. And a lot of people was paying attention, like MTV Jams had hit me and said something about it. Like a lot of people was talking, but they weren't sure. Like, and I remember that's why I said Cheese wasn't so sure, is because I hadn't had a project out, like a full-length project of myself. And after I dropped that, I was working on the project. So I dropped the project like December. Right before that, I was dropping a bunch of freestyles, and that's when people started paying attention. And that's when the Dreamchaser shit happened, and like everybody was really noticing it and started to fuck with me. And then when I dropped the tape in December, and then I sold out Warehouse in January, I think that's when niggas
Warehouse Live?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then that's when niggas was like, okay. You know
okay, so Dreamchasers. Speak on that, because I remember you had a skit, I think Hip Hop Since 1987 interviewed you?
Yeah, they had interviewed Talk, which is, if anybody know Meek, that's Meek right hand man, you know what I'm saying, that's his cousin. And I had dropped matter of fact, I didn't even drop it yet. It was the Love to Get On by that Tinashe. She had dropped that song, and so I had ended up doing the freestyle. And a homie that I got in Cali was on Twitter, and he saw that Talk had like dropped he was working like a compilation album or some shit like that, and he tweeted send beats to like Talk Beats or some shit like that, and he had sent him the freestyle, and he was like, yo, this ain't no beats, just this my homie, check him out. And Talk had tweeted like that night, like, damn, somebody sent me some fire with the fire emojis. I'm like, nigga, he took the time out to go find the emojis. It gotta mean something, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, somebody sent me some fire to this Love to Get On beat. And I ain't think shit of it. And then my homie had quoted it, and he added me. He's like, yo, he talking about you. And I'm like, nigga, you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Then the next tweet was like, yo, this nigga YJ a problem. So I'm like, damn, this nigga is talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I tweeted him. He didn't say shit back. And then the next tweet was like, yo, this nigga might be BMG DC by the end of the week. The very next day, Meek go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn, nigga, I looked up to Meek forever. You know what I'm saying? I still look up to Meek. I still fuck with Talk here. We just talked the other day. But it was just like, I was like, damn, nigga, dreams went down the Twitter just that quick. But you know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So that was a nice little cosign. That got me a lot of looks. That was the intro on my project. And ever since then, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Hip Hop Since 1987, they had did that interview. So like a lot of people been looking, like a lot of blogs and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? That was
when I seen that, when I first heard that, because I know hip hop, I'm from Philly actually. Yeah. So, you know, I know they run the tri-state. So when I seen, they don't just interview anybody. So when I seen that, I definitely knew you were somebody. Yeah. Now, I mean, what do you got coming next? Because it's just like you just released a freestyle. What was that, like a month ago, 2 months ago that I posted? Yeah. What do you have coming next?
Man, right now I'm just working on I'm actually working on new music. Like, I'm working on a project right now. I have no name for it. It's probably gonna be an EP more than anything. But at the same time, I'm dropping videos for Timeless, because I feel like it was such a great body of work that I don't want to just let it just get swept under the rug like that. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing I'm gonna drop, shit, by the time this come out, shit, it might be out the Get Dope video, which is like one of the biggest songs off of there. And really, man, just working on networking. Like, I'm finna go to New York next month. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I'm gonna try to meet with some indie labels and whatnot. Sit down and hopefully chop it over. I don't want to speak too early on it, but MTV Jams reached out to me again not too long ago, like a couple days ago. So man, hopefully just network, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I finally got to link up with y'all. I'm just really trying to network and get my name out there more. I don't want to oversaturate the city with the music, so I'm really trying to go global. You know what I'm saying? So
now it seems as though Houston doesn't really appreciate MCs. Like just by how big Houston is, the culture is like there's never been a J. Cole or a Kendrick to come out of Houston.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel as though you have to leave the city to be accepted as an artist?
I used to always say that, honestly, which my whole focus is still going global and not local. But I used to say that all the time. But as I'm growing, I see that my fan base is growing. I haven't really went anywhere, but I went on tour for a little bit. But even before that, to even get to that point, they really loving me here. And I'm getting the MTV Jams and the other blog sites, and y'all noticing me from being here. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like, I know the city is real culture driven, and then you know what I'm saying, it changed with the times and whatnot. And what I do and what a lot of other artists do that do like me, it might not be our time, but that don't mean we gotta switch over and do what the next man doing. Because just because we not outside the city, that don't mean that outside the city won't notice us. You know what I'm saying? So we really just gotta hit those platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like I dropped a video, I put it on World Star. I'll make sure I try to get it to as many blogs as possible because it's 2015. So really, right now, it's not even about where you from no more. It's not about where you at. The internet is everything. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody's from the same place.
Yeah,
from the internet.
And you from the internet. You know what I'm saying? We are in the age of the internet. So whether you from Houston, Alaska, Philly, China, it really don't matter because you got the internet, you got Twitter, you got an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So if you can drop something on the internet, nobody knows where you from. They just hear the music. They see the music. You have the platform. So you just got to know how to use it. And that's really what I'm trying to do is utilize the internet right now. You know what I'm saying? So
now, I posted a video of you 2 weeks ago on Beat King. Did he reach out to you?
Oh, yeah. We actually working on something, man. He just sent me something to my email like a couple days ago.
Because Beat King is one of the few, Beat King, he's like a chameleon. Like he'll get in where he fits in, but he has a lot to deliver. Like he has fans. Yeah. You know, have y'all spoke before then, or was that
man? First time? What was crazy is I think it's because y'all had posted it. Y'all posted it on the Rain freestyle that I did on Instagram, and I saw that he commented. He was like, "Yo, who is this?" Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Damn, okay, I see him." And then he followed me. He liked a couple things. He quoted my line back, and then he tweeted. He was like, "Y'all been jamming this nigga." Say Cheese posted YJ like 4 hours ago. I've been hooked since then. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like from the outside looking in, even just listening to Beat King, I'm like, yeah, this nigga won't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an MC, or you know what I'm saying? Like the music that he makes ain't the same.
Beat King has a lot of antics, but he can rap. Oh yeah. He's a goofy dude, and we don't take him seriously as a rapper.
But he can make some music.
But he can make music, and that's one thing. And he found a lot of talent before they blew up, you know, as well. So his cosigns always mean a lot to me, especially when he sees something. You definitely have to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? So
like I seen the interview that y'all had just did with him, how he had called like ahead of time. He was saying that Sauce Walking that was gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Definitely, man. I think that's definitely a good look for me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I take any cosign I can get.
So what separates you from a lot of other MCs in the city? Like it's a whole bunch of other MCs in Houston that are kind of stagnant right now. Yeah. But you know, you as yourself, you're doing shows, and you know the people interacting with you. What separates you from a lot of these other MCs?
I think, man, I don't try to. Not even that I just try. I don't separate myself. You know what I'm saying? Like from the youth, from the actual people that aren't artists. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I guess I feel like people feel like they can actually speak to me when they see me, or they can touch me. I'm not some kind of superstar. Like I'm just like them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I wake up just like the rest, like the next person. I do this just like the next person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be no different. I don't be on Instagram or Twitter flexing like, nigga, you can't touch me, because anybody can be touched. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whenever they see that, they can relate better. You know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like, damn, like if I see them, I gotta kind of stray away. Like they see me and they show love, they show mad love. So they tell their friends and they tell their friends and they tell their friends, like, yo, this nigga just like me. You feel me? So it ain't like, no, I hit so-and-so to talk to me. You need to talk to me, hit so-and-so. Nah, if you can reach me, you can reach me. You know what I'm saying? So I think whenever people see that, and then that plus I'm still young and I'm still with the youth, I'm still hip to everything that's going on, they just feel like, yo, he one of us. So I feel like that really helps me out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Now I see a lot of your tweets. Sometimes it seems like you have a lot of anger built up. You know, I pay attention to everything. I see everything. It seems as though social media kind of gets on your nerves sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Speak on that a little bit.
Man, at the same time, like I said, we live in the world of the age of the internet, man. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be shit, and it can be amazing sometimes. Just that anybody can hop on social media, and like what kills me is when you know somebody personally and you know how somebody is personally, but when they get on Twitter and get to acting like a total different person, you like, nigga, I know you, bro. Like that kills me. You know what I'm saying? Or like when somebody just tweeted not too long ago, they was like, yo, YJ irrelevant, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but you know how to spell my name correctly. You know exactly who I am, but I'm irrelevant. And it makes no sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, the internet, you could put a mask on, you could put a persona on, you could put an Abby that's not really your Abby. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you could be somebody that you're not. And it bothers me, man. Or that, or at the
So you have people hating on you now? Or is it something new to you?
No, it's not new. No, it's definitely not new. It's just I'm learning how to deal with it. Because a while ago, I would have really popped off like on the internet, but I started sitting back and I'm like, yo, if I pop up on the internet, I go crazy. I'm just like that person I'm popping off on because I'm just acting tough on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you see me and it's a real issue, then we can handle it. But it should never be taken that far over some internet stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it bothers me. And then some people that you know are not as big as they act like they are. They act like superstars. It's like that's when it goes back to like, I don't act like that. People know that I'm just like them. So you know what I'm saying? When you see crazy shit on the internet, it's just, you gotta remember, bro, it's the internet. Just chill, just breathe. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fool themselves.